Hey there folks, Graham here and welcome to the channel. Today I'd like to talk to you about a free update from Spectrasonics for Omnisphere, Trilian and Keyscape. It was released a few days ago on the 20th of September and it's called Flow Capture. So what is it and what does it do? Let's find out. So effectively, Flow Capture is a little piece of recording software that's been added in for the standalone versions of Omnisphere, Trilian and Keyscape. So it doesn't work if you're using these as a plug-in in your DAW. As you can see, I've got Omnisphere open on my desktop at the moment with a patch loaded up called Liquid Tones, and you'll see down in the bottom right hand corner there's a little box now called Flow Capture. If I click on this box to arm it, you'll see it starts flashing red, which means it's armed and ready to start recording. So what I'll do now is just play a few notes. And now that I've played those in, I'll stop recording. Now when I hit the Flow Capture button to stop recording, you'll see immediately it comes up with a dialog box to save the audio file. I can then name this whatever I want. So excuse me while I just type in, say, Liquid Tones, and then click on Save. What that has now done is saved that little file I recorded into the folder that I've set up. And what I've now got is I've got a MIDI file here which contains all the MIDI notes of what I've just played. I've got an Omnisphere file here which contains the sound settings, and I have a wave file with just the audio of what I've recorded. These I can then use however I want to going forward. For example, I can then import them into my DAW so that I can work on them some more in a proper environment. After all, this is really, the Flow Capture is just about quickly capturing those moments of inspiration or ideas before you lose them, before you've set all your DAW up, put all your instrument tracks in, got everything going. With this you can just quickly open Omnisphere, quickly capture an idea, and it's there, saved, ready to be used later on. So I've now got Cubase open. You may be using other DAWs, and effectively I've got an instrument track open for Omnisphere and an audio track. Now down here on the right I have the files that I saved earlier using the Flow Capture in the standalone version of Omnisphere. And if I drag the first file, which is a MIDI file, up onto the Omnisphere instrument track, you'll see it inserts the MIDI file of everything I played and recorded. And if I then take the audio file and bring that up on the audio track, you'll see it inserts a wave file with just the pure audio of what I recorded earlier. And what I can then finally do is bring across the actual Omnisphere settings that we used when I made the recording in Flow Capture. So if I take the Omnisphere file that I saved earlier, bring it over and drop it onto the instance of Omnisphere, I'll get a dialog box comes up that says that I'm wanting to import this sound from the captured recording. If I click on OK, you'll see that Omnisphere brings in the Liquid Tones patch that I was using when I made that recording. And just to demonstrate, if I now play back the Omnisphere MIDI track at the top, we get the MIDI sounding the sample from Omnisphere. As with any MIDI file, I can then change the sound in here and use those MIDI notes to trigger different sounds, or indeed I could apply that MIDI file or MIDI notes to a completely different VST. And then if I bring up the audio track with the wave file that I inserted earlier on and play that, you'll just hear a straightforward audio of the recording I made earlier. So that's what Flow Capture is, and that's what it does. So effectively, it's a small piece of recording software that's available inside the standalone versions of Omnisphere, Trilian and Keyscape, which allows you to capture ideas on the fly without having to open up your DAW, etc. And once you've captured them using Flow Capture, you can save that recording as an audio file and as a MIDI file, and also all of the settings for whatever sound you were using. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the video and found this useful. If you have, please don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really does help me to grow the channel and produce more content like this for you in the future. And if you have any questions on the content in this video, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below and I will get back to you. Or indeed, if you just have any other general comments, all feedback is greatly appreciated. But that's it for now. I've been Graham. Take care and catch you later.